Hello, everyone. I hope y'all have some sort of coffee, tea, or some sort of drink. Come on in, or come on by and sit down and just listen to me ramble. So, today, we're restarting a brand new series. Now, I've tried to do series before on my channel. I lacked one, motivation, two, the will to do it, three, I just didn't really have the best of schedule. So, we are going to be doing a series, and this week, all about Manhua. Or Manhua. This will just be all about it. We're gonna go talk through like MLs, male leads, FLs, female leads. We're also gonna be talking about like probably what like Manhwa would do well for like a cross universe kind of thing. Um, what manhwas are on hiatus, what manhwas are not, what manhwas are completed, what's the story, etc., etc. And for the first episode, I decided to, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna talk about at least one of the manhwas that I've been reading. I've actually already reread. Um, and kind of go through like the process of how this will go, and I'm gonna be using this one as an example. So let's get into it, shall we? And be sure to like, subscribe, and do comment down below which manhwa you want me to read, which one you want me to kind of talk about more, or so on and so forth. So up on your screen, there will be like a picture of a book that is open, but there's like a little template. So I used that template for what I have on the manhwa. Now, before anything else, I will say that it is on hiatus. However, there is a note on Webtoon, which I will put like the link of that down in the description below, that it will return. There's 128 episodes. And there is a novel. I'm going to be reading the novel at some point. That's a guaranteed. I'm going to read the novel at some point. But if some of y'all like to do what I like to do, which is if the current manhwa that I'm reading has like a quote unquote finish and is on hiatus, I will go to like one of the other websites that people tend to try and discourage you from going to. I got like a select like one thing that I like to read from because I trust that website more. Which I do encourage y'all to read on the official websites like Topaz, Webtoon, Pocket Pair. Y'all get my drift. However, I do not mind, and I highly doubt anyone else will mind if y'all go to basically the if you don't like where the manhwa is going, you just want to see the ending. Fuck it. Go on the other website and go see what the ending is. I did that with like one of the other manhwas and I hated it. Or if you like the current manhwa that you're reading is hiatus and you want to go on the other one, full warning, most of them are shitty translations if they're not from the official. Just saying. But, anyways, so my in-laws are obsessed with me. By the way, right now it is free on Webtoon. I'm pretty sure Webtoon is like after 60 days or 90 days, the episode becomes free. So if you're willing to wait that long and you want good translation, this is the place for you to be. So if you look on the page or if you look on your screen, I got like 3 little diamond like boxes on top. The one that's on the left is like genre. Middle is like how I'm scoring this, which for my in-laws that are obsessed with me, I scored that as a 9 out of 10 currently. I'll explain where like the 1%, the one thing is off by. And then last one's like how many chapters, which again, 128. And then underneath like the genre is the basically how mad it makes me or how much toxicity is in the story, which is barely any actually. Kind of like that. Well, her parents or her stepmother and her sister, like how romance and when I mean by cozy and gremlins, cozy is like how many wholesome moments or how many like good moments happen, and then gremlins like how many bad bloody violence. And then the other box is like whatever y'all choose. I kind of like to use stickers to kind of symbolize, hey, like where their relationship's kind of going. And then down below that, there's like a 2 little ovals, and then there's a heart in the middle. The heart in the middle will like have like a percentage, and then the 2 names on the side is ML and FL, and then like the heart is like symbolizes how compatible they are, and then down below is like extra notes, or in my case, what music I like to listen to while I'm reading, which there's like a good few of them that I kind of have that going on. I don't regret it though. I do have like a good few of them that just have that going on. So we're gonna be using my in-laws. My in-laws are obsessed with me, X and example, and there's just so this will be heavy spoilers, by the way. Heavy spoilers alert. If y'all don't want spoilers, skip, I guess. But anyways, let's get into this. So, the FL female lead, Parachetti. I'm not gonna try and pronounce her name, so I'm just gonna call her the female lead. So the female lead, which is the perspective we're following, she basically gets killed by her husband or fiance, by her lover. I'm pretty sure she was like a fiance at some point. Yeah, fiance. So the female lead got killed by her fiance and her stepmother and stepsister, who wanted to kill her because they wanted to get her father's fortune. Then she comes back to life under like some mysterious circumstances and like travels back in time before her murder, like a year before her murder, and she decides to go over to the Duke, Lapillion Theodore, basically the male lead, goes over to the male lead, who's the Duke, and offers to marry him so he doesn't have to marry the princess, and she just needs to be married to him for a year in order for her to get all of her fortune and doesn't get killed. Well, she discovers a secret. That secret is the male lead and his family are cursed with poisonous blood that later on turns out to be black magic. Like a black magic curse. And throughout the story, she gets closer to not only the male lead, but also his son, his sister, the mom, and everybody else, including his uncle, who somehow has the same mom as him. It's fun. Uh, So they get closer and closer and closer, and where the episode leaves off is she passes out. Like literally the last episode currently, she passes out after like helping um hit the Melly's uncle with something. She passes out, and I'm pretty sure what she was helping him with was like medicine. But more than anything else, she's she's very kind-hearted. And I mean it like generally speaking. She's very, very kind-hearted. It's been shown throughout this current season, it's been shown that she's very much kind-hearted. She does want to try to help people, but she also has a little bit of a backbone in which she'll put her foot down and be like, I ain't putting up with this. Nah. So she does have that backbone. There is some miscommunication, like very, very minimum miscommunication, which I am okay with. It's not as heavy miscommunication as some of the other manhwas that we've all have read. I guarantee you. This is like very few miscommunication, and in terms of, hmm, I didn't realize there was that. Oh well. Anyways, back to the thing. Sorry, my laundry. If you're hearing that, my laundry is like going on right now. So, anyways, back to this. Where were we talking about? Oh yeah. So she's very much kind-hearted, but then it also turned out that the male lead can be very cruel to his enemies. And don't worry, he's not a red flag. At least not to her. He is not a red flag to her. He's very much a green flag. There's moments where he's like, really, dude? But he's very much, very, very a green flag to the female lead. At first, in the beginning, I was like, okay, nope, this is not gonna. I think this one is not a green flag, but nope, he is very much a green flag. His son does get mad at him because the female lead basically died twice. So the first time that she died was he intentionally feed her his blood. She died from him, but then she comes back to life while they were trying to bury her. So when the son finds out about this, the son is like very, very, very mad and tells this other cousin of his to stay away from him, basically. So and there wasn't like, and he hasn't apologized by that point. He does apologize at some point later down the line. I do not remember which episode. But I do know that their relationship basically starts off in, I believe, season 2. And season 2, and I believe it starts off around like 110, 111. Yeah, I believe in their relationship. Nope. No. It's season 2, and to be specific, it starts off in episode 95 when they finally get together. So this does like take a good while for them to get together in general. And then you got the villainess, Dodila. I'm probably mispronouncing her, but from what I've heard I got spoiled by this. From what I heard, she is an old witch that is in love with the sister of this one guy that she fell in love with, like the first Duke. So yeah, there is that. Now we're like the first, like where it comes in like as a 9 out of 10 points is the fact that how much longer does she have to suffer from in order for any of them to just like have a good like moments of peace? Like, I get it. Female lead, unique growth, but like the amount of time she keeps passing out and the fact that she's not getting any better. Ugh. And on top of that, the way that the way that the uncle is reacting, which in all honesty is understandable. The uncle cares about the female lead as if she was his nephew or niece. It's understandable. And personally, I hope for like the side, in terms of side stories, I hope that the uncle and I think technically speaking, his adopted daughter that he adopts. I honestly hope there's like side stories with those two because my god, in some of these episodes, is so funny to watch, and you can see like there is this one episode, and I still find it hysterical where he starts crying while he's riding a horse, and she is crying as well. It's like so funny. But yeah, if you like fantasy and you like the whole entire fact that the male lead is a green flag, the female lead is not as much as a pushover. Generally speaking, she isn't a pushover. She just isn't. But if you actually like this one, I do recommend this one. It's very, very good. It is on hiatus, but it's also free. It's also free on Webtoon. So if you do not want as much ads, go through Webtoon, please. Don't just go through Webtoon. It's free. Okay? It's free. It's not like you have to wait long. This is free. But that is but as you can see here, this is basically where all of this is gonna come in. Like this is how I'm going to be doing my episodes. And obviously, the longer the series is, and the more they take a lot more notes, the longer the episodes that I make will be. And I do have a Discord. I made a Discord specifically for y'all to go in and y'all can share me like your favorite male leads, your favorite female leads. Suggest to me any manhwas you want me to talk about. And there's like an area that I call talk points, but y'all get to like discuss amongst yourself who's the best male lead, female lead, who like male lead versus male lead, or so on and so forth. And also the other one is something called like collective choice. So how this one will work is collectively speaking. Hold on, I'm gonna make this somewhat easier. And I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Okay, so we got the general rules here. Okay, and yeah, I kind of add this, no politics. We just don't need that. This is supposed to be a fun server. We don't need that. Here's my templates, which again I already showed earlier, but here's the templates. Rules, I'm too lazy to fix this, so I did just screen share this. Lounge, this is all about manhwa, so if y'all want to talk about manhwas, join and talk all about it. Share your favorite male leads, female leads. Here's the template for, like, what do you want to do, or what you want to suggest to me. I do need to know if it's ongoing hiatus or done, because that will affect the future. Hey, this is on hiatus. Maybe I should check back a couple months later. Or hey, this is ongoing. Maybe I should keep reading this all the way up to the current point of where I'm gonna stop, and then wait until a couple more chapters or a good amount of stuff happened before I go back into it and talk again. What you love about it, what you hate about it, this is optional. You don't have the rest of it is optional. You don't have to talk about it, but if you want to, I will also add in those into the video and we'll talk about it. Talk points, this is just examples. But y'all can just discuss with each other about what manhwas y'all prefer or what y'all like to see in manhwas. And then where we may choose a collective read. So it doesn't matter. So this was kind of it doesn't matter what source you use. If you use a free source or if you use the official source. As long as we all can read the same thing. And if people opt into this, we might go for it. Basically for this one, I kind of need at least 10 people. So I just need 10 people for this one to start. And I understand that, yeah, up here, this does not have an icon. It probably won't ever have an icon. I might have a area open up for all of you artists, or where y'all can just suggest different icons to do. But yeah. And then here is my in-laws are obsessed with me. Again, it's 128. It is free. It does says my in-laws are obsessed with me will return. The question is when. That's just the question. So I might actually check out their thing, but oh well. Oh wait a minute, they done other works? What? Okay. I might go read those too as well. Oh well. We'll do that later. Anyways, thank y'all so much. Also, the next episode that I might do, and this is very much dependent on what I'm in mood for the next episode. There's 2 other manhwas I'm reading, and that is I Need to Raise My Sister Properly, and also A Saint Who Was Adopted by the Grand Duke. Now, A Saint Who Was Adopted by the Grand Duke is also on Topaz. So there is that. It is not done by any means. It's not done. It's still ongoing. Some of the ones I will mention are probably ongoing in Korean, but I'm going to go with the English. So for the English, it may go on hiatus, and this is where I'm going to tell y'all, please support please support the creators, because if we get enough people to support the creators, and if we get enough people that support the on Topaz and on everyone else for the English side, the writers for the said books might just go, okay, so they also enjoy this. Well, let's come back to this and let's start writing this again. That's just all. That's all I want to say. So again, literally at the end of my videos, I will be leaking, not in videos, in description, I will be leaking the official where you can read it from. I will also let you know, hey, this is free, or hey, you will have to if you want this to be free, you will have to like wait X amount of days or how much it will basically cost to read. But like I read a whole like that's all I want to say. Um if anything else, I'll probably do another video of my in-laws. Oh, now I'll probably talk more in depth about the different characters and what their personality was like before and after and currently. So, anyways, thank y'all for watching this. And of course, I will see you next time. And the next time will probably either be one of those two manhwas, or if y'all suggest something else, we'll do that as well. Anyways, take care, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.